Hey guys, I am getting ready to plant in our garden and I thought I would bring you along and show you kind of what we've ordered, how we're putting it in, and what planting is like here. We're in zone 3A officially, I guess, but sometimes it's more like 2B. So finding anything to plant is really difficult, and I apologize. I just worked out, no makeup, need a shower, but figured I'd go plant first. So let me show you first of all. I ordered from Vessie's back in March, and they just shipped the roots now because I knew that there had been such a rush on last year on like planting. I knew I was gonna have to order early. Also, there's very few things that you can actually grow like perennials here. Like there just isn't a lot because we have such a short growing season. So I'll show you what I did order and how it came. So here are the things that I ended up ordering. I kind of just cut the pictures out, just trying to figure out exactly where I want to put them. So we dug out the front yard, along the pathway. I'll show you when we go outside. And so I wanted to plant some color and some flowers. And this is how the perennials came. So just like this. And then I need to just soak them a little bit before I put them in. I didn't want to just go ahead and soak them overnight though, because I wouldn't know which was which unless they were in separate containers. So I have to figure out how to do that, but it's really cool. I mean, I've never ordered online before. This is what it came like. There was one that had some growing in it. Oh, there we go. You can see it already. This one, which one was this? This is the sedum, which we had a sedum at our last house, and I really liked having the color in the fall. But yeah, this is what it all came like. This is the bee pollen one. That's the one that's supposed to look like this. So I was just kind of writing down the heights and just figuring out, where I want to put it. I also have some seeds that I got actually for Mother's Day that I'm gonna put out there as well. I'm gonna go ahead and plant like the carrots, the beets, some lettuce, some of the colder weather ones that I think that they'll be okay. We have about another week until our frost is supposed to be done, but it's been quite warm and the forecast is looking good. So we will do that. So this is the space we took out. So I'm gonna plant kind of from there down, I think. Figure out what is gonna go where. So these are the flower seeds I got for Mother's Day. Thank you, Joshua. Thank you so much. They are annuals. So I'm gonna plant a few here as well. I've just got the sedum soaking because I know where I want to put the sedum, but we have a few bulbs that have come up. And then we've got some tree root, weeds, grass that needs to come out too. Look, we found a worm.
Where is it? Where's the earthworm?
Right here.
Oh.
They're good for the garden.
Whoa. There, it's moving. It's creepy.
Okay, I'll give you some seeds in a sec. So these ones are done. These guys are planting some seeds, right? Some daisies.
Yeah. Wait. One fell.
Let's see. And they are playing on a ramp. That's what that noise is. So we'll water these and see if they come up. These are the ones we started in the house, but they have not done well. This is like almost 2 months and they've hardly grown. So we'll see. I think I'm gonna have to end up buying some flowers, but it's all planted for now. We'll see what comes up. Our rhubarb has come up really nicely. The raspberries are just starting to come back to life. So that's good. The garden is slowly getting back to being a garden. Just took a lunch break here, having some leftovers, and I'm gonna sketch out where we're gonna plant this year for the 3 big beds and the small one that we have outside. Our strawberries were here, but they did not come up. I don't know, I think it's the variety because we've never had trouble, and this time we've had 2 years in a row they've died. But before we had a huge patch that survived great, so I don't know. So I'm gonna sketch out where we're gonna put everything. So I did a little switching around and looking at companion planting, but I think that's kind of a plan. gonna go do carrots, beets, and transfer the kale and the romaine, and possibly cilantro and chives. And I want to put some chives in another little area that we have that's not on here. So I planted the kale that we started inside. I'm gonna wait and see how this does before I plant any more seeds. So this is all empty here. There's the green onions that are regrowing, carrots and beets, and this is just going to be empty for now. These are 2 cucumber plants Ty is taking care of. I'll put those in. So I put the romaine in, but we found there's a lot of ants, so I don't know. Just putting some squash in.
Have you seen my chives?
Your chives are over there, and I planted some chives somewhere else too.
Where?
Cilantro right there. And this is baby bok choy. I'm not going to plant any seeds yet, so we'll just see how these ones do. And then we'll plant seeds in a week or 2. Nathan is planting pumpkin. Josh is trying watermelon, baby watermelon. What are they called?
Sugar melons?
Sugar melons or something?
Yeah.
Let me see.
The growing season usually isn't long enough, but we'll try.
Yet.
Watermelon.
Mine's a sugar pumpkin.
Sugar pumpkin, there we go. We'll wait and put some of the stuff in the middle here too. So these are malva. These are a vine flower that I got to go along our back fence, which I also, they're playing. I have some tulips there that started to come up, and I also planted peas along there. I figured we better use that space than trying to use some of this. It's the next day, and it seems like almost everything survived the night except for possibly a few little flowers out front. But we actually went to the nursery this morning. These kids are waiting to come outside. Because it's my birthday and everything's closed, there's nothing to do, and my husband is working on the floor, which is what that noise is. But we went and picked up a flower basket and a few little plants to plant, as well as a garden flag, I guess it's called, and some little solar lights, just small things to try and make it look a little nicer. So I'm gonna go ahead and go outside and kind of get that stuff put in, and hopefully it will thrive and survive. Ty also planted tomatoes. This is from the Space Tomato program. So they send you seeds without telling you which are which. Half have been just regular seeds and the other half have spent time in space. And then you see if they grow any differently and any issues with them. So he's got 3 of each because that's all we have space for, even that's a lot. And we'll see how they grow. So it's a week later. It has not been a good weather week. We had some really high heat, and then we had a crazy day of wind, and a number of our plants just didn't stand up. They didn't make it. And then we've had snow flurries off and on and cold temperatures. So Jacob says, So I haven't been able to plant the rest of the garden, but I'll show you what I do have. I picked up these little markers for the garden. So I'm gonna go ahead and fill these out. They came with a pen here. And get these ready, because I'm hoping to be able to plant tomorrow, maybe later today, we'll see. There should be 1 or 2 more nights of freezing temps, but I'm gonna go ahead and write on these, so I'm at least doing something for our garden. It's so silent out here. It's so quiet. So I'm gonna go ahead and plant. You can see what the little signs look like. They're cute little signs. Yeah, these ones are doing okay. There's one died there, but the rest of the kale seems to be okay. So I'm gonna plant some more kale. So it's all done. This guy really wanted to plant some corn, which we don't typically, we're not able to grow here. But we had some seeds, so we got a pot. How many did you plant in there?
4.
4, but then there's one in the middle. Yeah, 5. We'll see if they grow. I'm not gonna water them until after it warms up for nighttime, so probably another day or two. But there we go. Everything except the tomatoes is in, and potatoes, and we just wait.